Hello, my friends. Welcome to the show. But one thing for all, I have to make the following statement. Either me or Los Angeles has caught cold. Better be me. But I feel so extremely cold. I don't know. Something wrong with me? Well, we need to find out. However, as far as job duty is concerned, you have to attend. You have to be here precisely at the time, right on the point. No. All right. Today, we are talking about politics. The kind of politics that is so related to business, either it promotes business or it kills business.
Very much so.
Right? So joining me is my partner. I call her partner because, as a matter of fact, she's my guest. Only she's my guest on this show for this subject is so much that we look at each other as partners already. Because we share the common ground. We want to promote California. We want to promote business, right? Okay. That is the point. My partner, Mary Ann Maloney, she is the regional director of CALA, California Citizen Against the Law Abuse organization, a nonprofit for 10 years. Yeah. And she's been involved for at least a good 7 or 8 years. And on this show with me, including the previous radio shows, for at least 6 years.
That's right.
Am I right?
We go way back.
Together, what we do, we're trying to fight, put up with a war. As a matter of fact, the war is going on a day-to-day basis against law abuse. So I'd better give this opportunity to you to give a sum up, because it's been a while we haven't talked about it, about CALA, what CALA is doing, why CALA is doing what CALA is doing. So please, Marianne.
Well, thank you very much. CALA is always trying to reform the civil justice system to bring balance to the civil justice system, so our business owners, large and small, know that they can operate in a state that's fair and competitive and not one that's legally stacked against them as it is now. Just 2 weeks ago, we had our day at the Capitol in Sacramento, where we had almost 200 small business owners fly up to Sacramento and meet with their area legislators to tell and share their experiences about how detrimental an unwarranted lawsuit has been on their businesses, on the jobs that they create, and on their families, and asking and urging them to help them fix this problem, because no longer can they withstand being a target of an unwarranted lawsuit.
Exactly. In other words, you're bringing a crying baby or a sick baby to them. Look, this is what you have done, right, like that. Back to my audience, it's a little something to explain. We say Americans are a bunch of happy people, but we are so happy. People jokingly say "sue happy." They sue each other, and there's even another joke. Say, hey, what would a lawyer name her daughter? Sue. Right?
Right.
The answer. So we sue people, of course, in the country of freedom, in the country whereby liberty and freedom stands for equality. You can sue. You have the right to sue anybody for anything. However, any lawsuit in the process takes time, efforts, and money. Money being taxpayers' money, right? Now, when so many people trying to take advantage of the system itself got clogged, right? Number one. And number two, what makes the whole situation even worse is there are laws such as the ADA, American Disable Act or something, that helps making the situation even worse. Can you, from that angle, give my audience a little picture, please?
Sure. Everybody, California Citizens Against Lawsuit Abuse, everybody wholeheartedly believes in the spirit of the Americans with Disabilities Act, that the disabled deserve complete access to public places. But it's because of the loophole of the law, especially here in California, that people are able to abuse the law and then go and sue business on issues of technical non-compliance for up to $4,000 or $2,000 every time that the parking lot sign is not the right sign, or the bathroom mirror is too high, or the toilet is too low. Yes, it's true that 2 years ago, Senate Bill 1186 was signed into law by Governor Jerry Brown, and that did offer some relief to small businesses in the sense that no longer are the issues of technical non-compliance $4,000, but you're subject to having to pay $2,000 or $1,000. So to California Citizens Against Lawsuit Abuse, we first think that people should be able to fix the problem before you go and being outright sued. Because if you don't have the right kind of sign, why can't you just go buy a new sign for $50 instead of having to pay out $2,000 because you didn't have the right sign, or another $2,000 to fix the walkway, or another $2,000, to fix whatever. The businesses are out there that are trying to do the right thing. They're getting the CASP inspector, the certified access professional, to come out and to make a report to let them know what they have to do to be in compliance. And they're taking the actions, but sometimes even as they're fixing these projects one by one, they've been sued, they're fixing the projects, and then somebody else comes and sues them again because the projects still are not complete.
I see.
So it's just really getting to be too big, too much, and it is wiping out businesses and certainly taking away the opportunity for them to grow or to create more jobs.
Especially at a time when you cry for California business being taken away from California, being solicited to anywhere else rather than California, and even being taken out of this country. You're looking at yourself, you find yourself trying to squeeze them, give them more pressures to drive them totally out. So, Marianne, my only confusion, my strongest confusion, the biggest one, is the part that when somebody broke the law, right? He breaks the law with a action. The action itself, it stopped. The law is no more broken, am I right? Right? And for that, you may later punish him. You may later punish him to put up a role model for them not to follow. That's how law works, right?
Right.
Another word, you punish people for the purpose of punishing or for the purpose of correcting the mistake or mistakes.
Right.
Right? If it is the latter, if it is for the purpose of correcting mistakes, why don't you allow them 60 days, 120 days, or 180 days, like the banks even allow their credit terms, to the business to correct it, and then come back with a little fine or something and call it the end of the day? Why don't we do that?
Well, we wholeheartedly agree with that position, and that's something that California Citizens Against Lawsuit Abuse has always advocated. They call that the right to cure, to first give the business 30, 60, 90, 120 days to fix the problem, and if they don't, then go ahead
but
and
in the
take
process of fixing the problem, we're still getting sued.
That's
so
how
that
it
is
is
the
now.
problem.
That is the problem. That's how it is now, is that if they are in the process of fixing the problem, they're going out and being sued by somebody else. There are some fix-it bills, though. Assemblyman Frank Bigelow up from Northern California in the California State Assembly has a bill to do just that, to give them 30, 60, or 90 days to fix the problem, as well as here locally is Congressman Ken Calvert has a national bill called the Access Act, which would, again, give the business 30, 60, or 90 days to fix the problem before being outright sued.
Has it been approved?
Well, they're going through the process. In California, the legislative session has just started. Bills had to be filed by the end of February, and it's going through the process. So we're hopeful, we're advocating. If your viewers, tune in and they want to, pick up the phone, call your area representative in the California State Assembly and Senate, and tell them to fix the abuse of the Americans with Disabilities Act and to support Frank Bigelow's bill. Here locally,
That is 86. What is the bill number?
I'm sorry, I don't know the bill number, but he has a bill to fix the abuse of the Americans with Disabilities Act,
right?
the Bigelow bill.
Bigelow bill. Yeah. All right, good.
And at the federal level, Congressman Ken Calvert from the Corona area has a bill called the Access Act, and that is also to fix the abuse of the Americans with Disabilities Act by giving them the right to cure, notifying them 30, 60, or 90 days to fix the problem. And if your viewers are listening and they want to pick up the phone and call their area congressman and tell them to support Ken Calvert's bill to reform the ADA abuse, please do, because it's the grassroots level that is going to fix this problem.
All right, very good. So my audience is, if you care about California, you really have to accept it as a fact that California, number one, is a beautiful state. It only stays beautiful if you take care of it. Otherwise, it's going to be trashed. It's going down south. It's going down south already. My confusion, like I said, when a state which is so creative that we can even create a bathroom law. You heard that bathroom law?
I haven't heard that.
About girls.
Oh, the trans.
Who
Yes,
think,
yes.
the transgender or something, or transsexual something, whatever. If you think yourself a boy, a girl thinks yourself a boy, you can just use both bathroom, and vice versa. So when a state is so creative that you can even create that kind of bill and pass into laws, why can't we do something similar?
Right.
Right.
Yes.
And give the freedom to both parties. You have your right to sue, and you have your right to enjoy your time of fixing. And during the time of fixing, you are immune of more lawsuits.
Yes.
Because I'm fixing it.
That's right.
Am I right?
That's right.
All right. Let's take a short moment now. When we come back, probably we will find more. And also, there's a big thing to talk about. So hold on, please.